Welcome back to Nuestra Causa. This is a program of Chicanos Por La Causa. My name is Lydia Guzman, and I'm your host. In 2019, we are celebrating our 50th year anniversary. And boy, let me just tell you that we've come a long way. We talked a little bit about how Chicanos Por La Causa was started and some of the programs that helped grow the organization. But now we'd like to talk a little bit about what's in store. What's the future of Chicanos Por La Causa? And to help us showcase that and kick off this segment, we have a small film that we'd like to present to you.
Chicanos Por La Causa helped build this downtown hospital, which helped Adame get a job so she could buy a home, which helped build this street and revive this neighborhood. Our story is the American story, made of many little stories. Stories of people with big dreams, going places, and climbing higher. Join the cause for change at CPLC.org.
Boy, let me just say, we've come a long way. And we could not have done a lot of the work that we have without the leadership. And to talk to us a little bit about what's in store for the future growth of Chicanos Por La Causa, joining us is Tony Moya. Tony, congratulations. You've just been elected as the new chairman of the board.
Yes. Congratulations.
And also we have with us David Adame. David is the president and CEO of Chicanos Por La Causa. So, Tony, you've sat and you heard the growth, the programs, and you're the new chairman of the board. What's in store?
Listening to the history, of course, and everything that has happened and us here, I think the word that comes to mind is respect. I go into this with respect at where we were and where we're going. I'm always understanding that history of Chicanos Por La Causa. I have to admit, this will be one of the proudest moments of my professional and personal career, is being able to lead this great institution that is Chicanos Por La Causa. Always keep in mind the history of where we were and where we're going.
Now, Tony, you've had an opportunity to sit as a board member of Chicanos Por La Causa for quite some time.
Yes.
And you also have relationships, and you also belong to several different other organizations bringing those partnerships. Why is that important?
It's extremely important because when you talk about issues that affect the Chicano community, the Latino community, CPLC is always the first organization that comes to mind. It's a greatly respected organization. It has a proven track record, and again, it's the respect that it has. I have been on the board, I think, about maybe 9 years. I lose track. It's been so long. I think I'm now an employee. One of the biggest parts of me being a board member is I served as treasurer of this organization twice. And my background is community outreach and public affairs. So when I did my first stint as treasurer, Edmundo called me into his office at the time and said, "Hey, Tony, do you want to be treasurer again?" I'm like, what? and if anyone understands Chicanos Por La Causa, where it is today, I got great joy out of that, and seeing where we are and where we were, and more than anything as a board member is the transparency of the organization to all of the board members, and all of the board members' participation in this great board is awesome as well. We never have an issue with meeting quorum. You always have enough people there wherever they're at.
David, economic and political empowerment. Tell us what that means.
Well, that's our statement, right? Over the years, we've always about empowering our community, self-sufficiency, but we added the additional tagline of we drive economic and political empowerment. So we've created entities to make sure that we're doing things accordingly, but we wanted to get back into the political process and doing more organizing. That always needs to be done when it comes to that, working with other organizations that are out there. There's a lot of new young Latino-led organizations that we want to partner with and work with, and we can share stories, share resources, share networks to make sure that our community is being engaged. We now have the demographics and the numbers to really drive our own destiny, right? We're close to 40% of the population in Arizona. 6th grade and below in Arizona is majority Latino as far as the student enrollment, but we need to harness that power. And what I've done, and in talking to the folks like Jody and Rosie Lopez and Danny and others that I talked to, highly respect. I think that was a great word that Tony just used. learning from them, because you gotta remember, you know, these folks, when they were organizing, they were there when we had the first and only Latino governor in the state of Arizona. So now the challenge is to this new generation, how do we get that done again?
Right.
We need to get people elected to one of the 4 statewide offices here in the state. We need to work on it. We've had some people run, and that's great, but you know, our predecessors got it done, and so we need to learn from them, understand what they did, and learn new things and new networks and make that happen. But that whole, our vision statement is 2 words now, which is empowered lives. And we do that through the 4 areas that we focus on: economic development, healthcare, education, housing, and real estate. But we've made great impact, and we want to grow on that. We did a study from 2016 back to 2006. It was a 10-year study that says, what's been the economic impact that we've made in the state? Believe it or not, it's $1.75 billion. And I like to say, like the movie with a B, $1.75 billion. We added $57 million to the state coffers in sales taxes. So we're not this small, sleepy nonprofit anymore, but we haven't forgotten our roots. And with this new movement, we're calling it Nuevo Movimiento, we're going to be getting back into the social service and community organizing much stronger.
And with that, I hope to have both of you back so we can continue to talk about the growth and what's in the future for Chicanos Por La Causa. So that ends today's show. Thank you so much for joining us. We will continue to talk about Chicanos Por La Causa during its 50th year anniversary throughout this year. Thank you so much.